Hey, what's up guys? It's Spectrum back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be reviewing Birds of Prey. But right before we get into it, quick little unboxing, and I thought I'd just throw this right in here because it's literally one item. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get this opened up here. I think it's taped all across, maybe. There we are. Now for this way. Alright, let's see what's in here. No way! Air Plus, I've been waiting for this figure forever, dude. Jesus Christ. By Sora Pack, the best toy company, man. Wow, two more? Okay, but in all seriousness, here we go. Just a quick little something something. Nothing too special, but it's something that I don't have yet. And something that I'll definitely enjoy a lot. Alright. Oh man, wow. Yeah, that's beautiful, dude. Wow, just as beautiful as Carnage. We got Scream, boys. That looks sick. Back. We'll do a full review of this baby soon. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. Birds of Prey. This movie is a damn good time. But it is rated R, so the gore factor is really not that gory. It's more just blood than anything. And if you're squeamish, but like you like Harley Quinn, it's not exactly in your face blood, but it's like it's also there. So just keep that in mind before you go into the movie. It is a hard R. You know, not anything like super sadistic or any, you know, stupid shit like that. But it is rated R. But yeah, this movie is fun. It's not exactly motivational, I would say, but it's more of a Harley Quinn story. Obviously, you know, her name is in the title of the movie, so it's more focused on her rather than anyone else. But this movie doesn't feel rushed at all. Like, and it's funny because the movie focuses on her for a good solid 20 minutes before. Now, obviously, it's sort of kind of introducing characters because she's narrating the story. But it just, the pacing is really good with this film. And I like that a lot. So obviously right now we're doing non-spoiler talk, and I'll let you know before I get into spoiler talk. Yeah, and every single character, except for Huntress, I feel like, is pretty decently fleshed out. I like how Black Canary has an extended scene where, you know, she's being introduced and stuff like that. I really like that a lot. I like how they take their time with her, and you know, stuff like that. You got Renee Montoya in the movie, and then you have the big bad Roman Sionis, aka Black Mask. He's sort of kind of a cookie cutter villain, but because of Ewan McGregor's nuanced and just all around phenomenal performance, he's a really really cool villain. Yeah. There's a lot of music in this film, like a lot of music, and I believe all of it is sang by females, which I'm not sexist by any means, but this movie does get overly feminine at times. But it doesn't really detract much away from the film, to be honest. Like I still found myself enjoying almost nearly every scene that of the film. So you know, overall the feminine factor doesn't really take away from it. It's just a little more obvious than it would be in something like Wonder Woman or you know, Venom, where they sort of shoehorn in She Venom, you know, stuff like that. But you know, overall this movie is fun, it's fast paced. This is a ridiculous movie by the way. Like in terms of the stunt work and stuff like that, most of it is it's realistic, but it's highly unlikely that things would ever go that way in real life in terms of like, you know, Harley Quinn and just everyone else and the fight scenes and stuff like that. Um, but I will say that the fight choreography is fucking crisp. Oh, and dude, it's just so good, and you can tell that David Ayer had you know a helping hand in the direction and stuff like that. Some of his you know grandiose slow motion from Suicide Squad was you know shown in Birds of Prey, so I like that a lot. I like how he actually had a hand in doing it. You know because they butchered his fucking movie. Poor guy. And a really cool thing. So this is a minor spoiler. It's not really that big of a spoiler because we obviously know in Suicide Squad that Batman takes them both to Arkham Asylum. But Harley Quinn confirms pretty much that we would have seen that in the Ayer cut. Like she doesn't confirm it because she doesn't like break the fourth wall or anything. But um she has a line where she's like, you know, the Batman took us both to jail and stuff like that. And that was cut out of the film. Like, we never saw Batman actually hand deliver them physically to Arkham Asylum, which would have been freaking awesome. But, you know, WB got her WB. So, yeah. Margot Robbie's performance is top notch. No doubt about it. You know, I almost actually cried for her during one scene. I didn't, though. Surprisingly, I didn't cry during a superhero movie. Who knew? But, yeah, no, overall, her performance is just, I love it. And I love how exaggerated everything is in this movie. Like, it's just, it's so comic booky that it hurts. But I like that. Like, we need a movie like this because we really haven't had one yet. And I feel like Birds of Prey is everything that Suicide Squad wanted to be. Like, it is everything that David Ayer wanted it to be. So I'm glad that they gave him this other opportunity to at least come back for Birds of Prey and help make this, you know, over the top, ridiculous, just super duper crazy film. So yeah, this is about 5 minutes for non-spoiler talk. It's time to get into the spoilers, boys. Oh man, like I said, there's a lot of blood. Not like Punisher a lot, but it's more than your typical run-of-the-mill superhero movie. Let me think here. Oh, but yeah, going back to Black Canary and like her introduction and stuff, she's singing in Roman's club. You know, he's a crime lord. He's kind of like the Kingpin. He has a lot of fucking money. He has a lot of just stupid over the top rich bullshit in his house. It's kind of like Kingpin, but I feel like he's cooler than Kingpin. But that's probably because Ewan McGregor just pours everything into his performance. Like, and every scene that he is in, it's just like I'm almost entirely engaged to the screen. It's really, really cool to see him as Black Mask. And overall, so Harley Quinn's storytelling is really, no, she's a narrator. Like, she tells the story in this film. So it's in terms of her like telling the story, it's already happened to her, but not to us. So like, there's that cool little factor there in terms of the time period where she's in versus where the movie takes place. So yeah, and Harley Quinn does break the fourth wall, which I don't read comics, sue me, but I don't. I might look it up later to see if she actually has in the comics before. But at times it felt like Deadpool. She didn't really break the fourth wall as much as he does, obviously, but like I think Birds of Prey takes a lot of inspiration from the Deadpool movies, along with Suicide Squad. So it's a really good meld though. Like it's a really good combination of the two. I feel like, you know, and I think part of that is because of the actors. Like Jesus Christ, the actors are really really good. Renee Montoya's actress, forgive me, her name, I don't know her name at all, but that one's the corniest to me. Because she is like the standard, you know, run of the mill, just Gotham City cop, with a thick, heavy accent. You know, it's just stuff like that. But yeah, the runtime is about an hour and 40 minutes, but the movie kind of feels a lot longer than that, which, I mean, that could be a good thing. I'm not exactly sure what you would say about that. Gonna get Scream and play with her. Okay. Um, just one second. Alrighty, we are back. But yeah, you know, everyone's just crazy in this film. The fight scenes are super duper comic booky. Just everything in this scene in this movie. Um, and there's a lot of you know, there's a lot of feminine messages. There's a little bit of anti-cop messaging in here, which I'm actually cool with because cops. I'm not gonna get into it, but like I'm just gonna say that I kind of do agree with it, and I don't mind that being in the movie at all. Um, but yeah, man, just this movie overall. If you're a Harley Quinn fan, you gotta go see it, straight up. If you're a Black Mask fan, Ewan McGregor will not let you down. There, his character, it's kind of cookie cutter, but like at the same time, it shows every characteristic that the Black Mask probably has. I don't know him as a villain personally. I know of him, but before this movie, I didn't really know anything about him. So forgive me, I'm not really the biggest DC fan in the world, but the movies, that's what they're there for. You know, they're there to help new and old fans, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I really, really like this movie a lot. Um, it's ridiculous, it's over the top, it's centered on Harley Quinn, and it's kind of cool that her story just meshes together with all the other members of Birds of Prey. Even though she's not exactly a member. At the end of the movie, she's like, they call themselves the Birds of Prey, but I call them something do-gooders. Sorry, my accent is awful. But, yeah, no, I just overall, I love this movie. I'm gonna say it, I loved it. And, yeah. But yeah, like, sorry if I'm jumbling everything up. But, like I said, you know, her storytelling, is a little wacky, but it's supposed to be like that because she's fucking crazy. So I think that's excellent writing on their part, to be honest. And one of my other favorite things about this film is most of it is practical. There might be some CG enhancement in the terms of the practical stunts being choreographed and stuff like that, but most of it looks and feels practical, which I love. I always love practicality in a movie. Now, obviously, her hyena, aka Bruce, is all CGI because they would never ever, like, why would you put her with a real hyena on set? But uh, yeah. So, the whole point of this movie is about Harley Quinn, and it's about the Birds of Prey as well, sort of being introduced, but they're not like shoehorned into your face like the Suicide Squad is, sadly. I know that wasn't Ayer's fault, but like it still happened, which really is it's just really awful that that movie just fell as hard as it did because it could have been as good as this movie is. Um, Wake Villain or not, Birds of Prey is a fantastic movie, and I feel like it is everything that David Ayer wanted Suicide Squad to be. But yeah, it's a story about Harley. You know, it's the sequel to Suicide Squad. It even mentioned Suicide Squad. So DC is basically saying it's okay to like that movie, and I think that's really really awesome that they're doing that. But yeah, this movie is a fun time. You know, everything like almost every scene is just a lot of fun, and I feel like that's like hugely owed to Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, and just everyone else is just like she is the center of the film, and she is the best actor slash actress in the film. Aside from, I think her and Ewan McGregor are like on the exact same level in terms of you know being the best roles in the film or the best performances. But yeah, I think that's about it for my review on this movie. It's about an hour and the summary of this movie. It's an hour and 40 minutes of Harley Quinn, and you know the Birds of Prey just you know meshing together with the shit that she's done in the past, along with Black Mask just noticing it pretty much. Um, so yeah, you have all that going on. So it's building the plot together, and then it just comes to a head at the end, which is really really cool. Oh, by the way, Black Mask dies. I feel like that's my only issue with the film, but at the same time, I don't really know if he is a huge like character in the comics. Obviously, from what I've seen about my friends talking about him on Facebook, he is. So, not sure if people are gonna like that he dies at the end. Um, But Harley Quinn didn't die, so I feel like Harley Quinn is more revered and appreciated versus Black Mask as a character. So yeah. But yeah, if you're a Harley Quinn fan, go see this movie. If you're squeamish, just look away during the bloody scenes. It's not. I don't. I don't know what to tell you. Uh, it's a hard R, like I said, and I love that. You know, I love that DC's actually doing rated R movies now. Like, imagine if they were this accepting in 2017 about R-rated movies, we would have had the Snyder Cut right now. We'll probably get it, but we would have already had it. So I don't know. But yeah, this is about Birds of Prey, not the Snyder Cut. I already have a video on that. Final verdict: 9 out of 10, straight up. This movie's a lot of fun. The feminine music thing, every song being fronted by a female singer is a little over the top. I feel like that's a little much. But everything else, even with the feminine forefront and stuff like that, it's just a really not. It's a really fun movie and it's really crazy. Just go see it for sure. $11, you can't go wrong. Even if you don't like the movie, you're gonna like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and you're gonna like the comedy. You're just gonna like a lot of things in the movie. Um, but yeah, that's it for my review, guys. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.